Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. All set to bring you MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
Back with the first pitch right after this. Just about to get underway, and on the hill in this one, Framber Valdez.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Ready to go now, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Angelo Cooper. On the ground. Tosses to first. One out in the top of the first. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Big time speed here, Boog. A guy with just terrific wheels and an absolute nightmare for opposing pitchers when he's on base. I mean, players like this who have elite speed, it's like disruptive technology on the base paths. Man, can't wait to watch him run.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. One out, base is empty. Outside with a breaking ball. Got got him looking, and he did not like the call.
No, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there of letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
2 outs. Ground ball up the middle. Nice grab. Got him. Nice play. So 1 hit is all they get. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Back here in St. Louis. And today's starting pitcher, Tarik Skubal. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. Skubal, in his 8th season, 30 years old now, a former American League Cy Young Award winner. In for a strike, 0-2.
2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one ripped. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
So digging in. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw. Save. This to third, and that chance handled. One gone, bottom half of the first. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Thomas Sajazi.
Boog, his batting average is on the rise right now. He's hitting over 350 over the last 10 ball games, and you can see the confidence that he's carrying around just watching him walk to the plate.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
1 out and a runner at second here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And that misses. Going to count 1 and 2. Up the middle. And O'Neill is retired.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here's Nolan Gorman. Up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, that's a great effort with 2 outs, and he displayed why it's so important to get out of the box quickly. There's no time to waste on these plays, and that hustle down the line to beat the throw really earned him that run.
And first offering is fouled off. Gorman off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ground ball, and it's through for a hit. Lead runner to second with 2 gone. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Pedro Pajes. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Boots it. Gets off a throw. They take the force out. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. It's on to inning number 2 in St. Louis. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back here in St. Louis, new inning getting started. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. Rutschman with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. Valdez back to work. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Max Clark, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that's outside.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Tying run is at first here at the top of the second. The pitch. And that one is in the dirt. Ball 2. Line drive. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's one down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Jackson Holiday digs in now. And ball 1. Valdez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chop to third, and that goes foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Enrique Bradfield Jr. in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That one fouled off. Two outs. Pitch misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And downstairs. Up the middle, and he can't come up with it. Now a chance for Pete Crow Armstrong. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. And that one fouled off. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that one gets past the catcher. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Rutschman at third. Bradfield at second with 2 gone. Outside low, and that's ball 3. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jack Sawinski. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
That's outside.
Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
And a base hit up the middle. And a good start to the inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here's Nick Pratto. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Clark makes the grab on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Or Elvis Martinez stands in here, takes ball one low. Next one misses, and the count now 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Man at first, one away. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is even 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Stays alive. And it remains 2-2. And it chases that one. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of...
And that is the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. End of 2 here at Busch Stadium. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Orioles nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Number 1.
Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Fouled off. He was late. Oh, 0-2 now. Outside with a breaking ball.
Tough to take a two-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Just off the inside corner. And the count's even at 2. And that's outside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Here's Pete Alonso. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Fought off foul. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And 2 on now as they try to rally here. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Headed towards the corner. Makes the grab. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
And the 1-0. Center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Here's Adley Rutschman. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Out towards right center field. And that's the 3rd out. Orioles strand a couple. And it remains 1-0. Back here at Busch Stadium, bottom of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Thomas Sajazi. Going away.
0-1's the count.
Foul ball there. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And he grounds one back up the middle. Tosses to first. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Tyler O'Neill getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time. There's the strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Toss to Alonso. 2 up, 2 down. 2 out, space is empty. Now at the plate, Nolan Gorman. And that one's a little bit low. Ball 1. 2 out, space is empty. Cut on and lifted in the air. Clark squeezes it, and that is that. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Ball 1 there. Clark measures 6 feet even, 22 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. And there's a foul ball. On the ground, out to short. Zips it across. And a quick out, number 1. And here is Jackson Holliday.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle to Jay-Z. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Bradfield, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one missed.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
And delivers outside.
2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Holiday, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. That one hammered center field. That's back. Gone onto the grass hill for a homer. His 14th of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 2-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And stepping in is the speedy Pete Crow Armstrong. Just missed.
Ball, that's low.
Merrill Kelly, ready or not, in the game now after the injury.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
One down, base is empty. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2 to count.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Check swing at the full count offering. Appeal to third. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. Angelo Cooper, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. And it's fouled away. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in at top half of inning number 4. That one drilled left field. O'Neill makes the grab, and that's the inning. Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. That one ripped right center field. That's back. Out of here. That's worth the price of admission. It's his 8th home run of the year. And we are starting over. It's 2-2. One pitch, one swing, one.
Time in the box to make an impact. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow.
And now, Pedro Pajes. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. There's a swing and a drive. And that's a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he really filled up the strike zone in that at bat until that final pitch. And as a hitter, you sense that they're coming after you, not dancing around the strike zone. They want to attack, and so you kind of get into swing mode, and you have to protect the plate. That's when you become really susceptible to something that makes you chase, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Jack Sawinski next up for the Cardinals. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's downstairs and outside. Check swing, called strike. That one close, ruled a ball. And a count 2-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. Reaching for it, makes the catch. So up next, Nick Pratto. Flied to left his first time. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Bradfield pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. 1 for the Cardinals on the solo home run. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Kelly back to work. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Matthew Liberatore getting ready to go. Thompson also throwing. Hard on the ground to first. Pratto takes it to the bag. 1 up, 1 down. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. 1 for 2. Hit on the ground to short. Martinez fires to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. So now here's the DH. Ryan Mountcastle. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. And that's too high. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. In the dirt, 3-2 now. Adley Rutschman next to bat for Baltimore. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Sawinski settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. We've hit the halfway point. Tied 2-2. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now up for St. Louis or Elvis Martinez. Base knock center field. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Scott in the box now. Takes strike one. That one to first. Alonso steps on first for the out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Sajazi in the box now. Takes strike one.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Off the mark there, and it's 2-1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
One away with a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5. And down on strikes he goes. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And now 1-2.
That's a really good take. No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Just missed. Action in the pen down there. Matthew Liberator getting loose out there. Line drive. That's a base hit out of the left center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Now here is Max Clark. Brings it in. One away. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
And it's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then By the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
The next pitch misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. And they take the lead. It's 4-2. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
1 down. Here's the center fielder, Enrique Bradfield Jr. And that's a little bit high. Ball 1. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 5-2. Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Merrill Kelly done for the afternoon. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Matthew Liberatore.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
And next for the Orioles, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And now it's even up. Just missed. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Full count, 3-2.
Now he steps out as time is granted. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. And the batter now, Angelo Cooper. Hit hard, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Now batting, the first baseman.
2 on, 1 out. Alonso will hit next. 1 for 3. And that one sliced foul. High fly ball out towards left center. O'Neill getting an angle on it. He's got it. Runner tags for home. He'll score the sac fly. It's 6-2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it's out of play, a foul ball. The shortstop takes the ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. Cooper, the runner at first with 2 gone. And there's a ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. That's inside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Squirts away a little bit.
0-1's the count.
And it's fouled off. The 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Next offering is outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
2 strikes.
Goes down looking. But 2 round trippers in this. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Dane Dunning.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now here is Nolan Gorman. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Cardinals, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Well struck left field. And it one-hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit.
Now this one gets through. Arenado around third. Play at the plate. Got him.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. The Orioles leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Line drive, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Nick Pratto next up for the Cardinals. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Grounds 1 to short. Abrams tosses to first, and that is the inning. So the Cards strand a couple. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Fernandez.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
And here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Fernandez, a 6-foot righty. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. Just missed. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. That one pushed to the left and foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and 1 out now. Max Clark, the next to hit for the Orioles. The other way, fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
And now Jackson Holliday. Back in the 6th, he drove a 2-run shot out of here to help them get the lead they're working with.
Yeah, definitely one of the bigger moments in this game so far, and it could be one we look back on when this game is over as well.
And he chases that one below the zone.
0-1.
1 out and a runner at second. And that one is inside ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That misses the zone.
Outside.
2-1. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Move to second. Clark back on a dive. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Hard hit left side to first.
Got him.
That's out number 2. So next to hit for Baltimore, Enrique Bradfield Jr. looking for his 3rd home run of the game.
Yeah, he blasted his 2nd of the game in the 6th inning. This guy looks like he's playing on beginner mode in this one.
Beginner mode is where it's at, Chris. High fly ball down the left field line. O'Neill sizes this one up, tries to make the play, but it's foul. Right side, Sajazi tosses to first, and that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The shortstop, Martinez.
Fly ball pretty well struck right field. Crow Armstrong going back on the warning track and hauls it in. Victor Scott digs in now. And that's in there at the knees. little bit low. And the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Redbirds down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. And they'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball out to short into the outfield, base hit. Colton Cowser coming into the game now as the injury replacement.
Number 7.
Thomas Sajazi now at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Out of here. He nails one out to right. It's 6-4. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. For a guy to be able to hit a changeup at that velocity tells me he would have been ready for a fastball. Just impossible to cover that wide of range of velocity, but he does a nice job picking his pitch, and he gets rewarded for it.
At the plate, Tyler O'Neill. This one smoked, could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's Nolan Arenado.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
On the corner at the knees for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Toss to Alonso, and they get Arenado for the out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 runs for St. Louis on this blast. It's now a 6-4 ball game. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. The 8th inning is coming your way next. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Zach Thompson.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
So digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
Up and in, and now it's even 1-1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
So far, all we've seen in this at-bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
That one missed. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Angelo Cooper, the next to hit for the Orioles. In the air, right field. Scott under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Pete Alonso, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Sawinski settles underneath it and makes the grab, and that'll do it. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Pedro Pajes. Dunning back to work. Right through there for a strike. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Ground ball, Alonso, and he handles it himself for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And now the center fielder, Jack Sawinski. Ripped to short. Abrams tosses the first, and that quickly 2 away. Nick Pratto next up for the Cardinals.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, and the score remains 6-4. So a lefty out of the pen, John King. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And the batter will be the shortstop, C.J. Abrams. That clips the corner. Line drive, caught.
Oh, man, great diving play over there to prevent the winning run from reaching base. Here in the 9th inning, that's absolutely huge. You love to see that kind of play made in big moments by the defense.
Next to hit, Ryan Mountcastle. That's in there. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Got him swinging. Two outs, base is empty. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Offense held in check there, and 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Orioles 6 and the Cardinals 4. We head to the bottom of the 9th, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Orelvis Martinez. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He's got it. 1 down.
clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Dane Dunning done for the day. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Felix Bautista on to try and close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering is in for a strike. Hit in the air, center field. Bradfield on his way over. Puts it away for the out. 2 away. So they're down to their final out. And up next for St. Louis, Thomas Sajazi. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. No balls, 2 strikes. Bautista is just 1 strike away. Hit to right, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles come in here and finish off a 3-game sweep.
Oh, you can see this team is feeling it right now. Look at the smiles. Look at the high fives. They feel real good about this 3-game series sweep, and they get it done on the road. You talk about the confidence that that can produce. Tell you what, they're riding high right now.